Anybody who hasn't asked the question before? Yes, you.
Do you think that there'll be any new characters at all?
Oh yeah. Don't you think they keep adding characters all the time? I mean, I think that.
Loads of
yeah, sure. I think there might be new ones. I love that they keep everybody, and again, there are times when Stephanie's off the show for 6 months, and then she comes back, and it's like, oh yay, Naruto's back, Hinata's here. But yeah, I think they'll always keep coming up with new characters. We may run out of actors by the time it's done, but
By the time it's done, everybody's going to be at least 100 years old.
yes.
Be,
Yeah, I think so.
be like Star Trek 10 years later. Actually.
Yes, Pikachu.
Have you seen Killer Bee yet, and what do you think of him?
Killer Bee!
You almost sound like the Kool-Aid Man.
We didn't. Yes, we have. We just recorded him for the game 2 days ago. So.
I love Killer Bee. He's like the reason why I got back into Naruto.
Yeah, he's really awesome. He's really awesome. And he's. I can't say casting yet who's voicing him, but he's really awesome. Seriously, we had so much fun. It was just a great recording session.
I'm so excited.
He's a rapper who thinks he's good and he's terrible. But he thinks he's good. But it just the rhymes are the worst. So it's good stuff.
Next question. Yes, you.
Well, I have two now that you just mentioned Killer Bee, actually. Well, it's supposed to rhyme in like Japanese, but how are you going to make that translate to English?
Well, we'll take the meaning. We've got some great writers, Liam O'Brien, Sam Riegel, Art White, and they'll find a catchphrase, which I think they already have, and take the meaning, and it's like any kind of adaptation. We'll just make sure the meaning is intact, but make it one, sync, and two, palatable for our audience, for the States.
And the second one was on Naruto Storm 2. Is there any more customization of the characters you know, or is it pretty much the same?
I have no idea. I don't know anything about that. All I know is plot and battle and everything else. And so I don't know if you mean Hinata gets a different outfit to wear? Or?
No. I meant like, I was mad because you could only use like 2 jutsus, and I was just like, ah.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yes, question. You.
Okay. For your writers, do they ever kind of use any lines from the manga, or do they just completely new write?
They are.
Wasn't there you would know too, right? I think from what Liam tells me, because I'm besties with Liam, who writes a lot of scripts, that they're a constant note of theirs is to be more like the manga. So I think that Liam says that when he writes, he has the video, he has the translated script, and he has the manga in his hand like this. You know, like writing. So yeah, whenever they can, and as long as it matches Flap and it doesn't sound awkward, they try to really make the manga and the anime consistent.
Religiously. Much to the bane of our writers.
Next question. Yes, you in the back. With the mask.
Okay, so what do you think about Uchiha
Madara
Madara?
Uchiha, yeah, I think he's fascinating. I love when they come across these, like, how old was Kakuzu? You know, just these sort of ageless characters that come out of, that have been there the whole time in the shadows, almost like a puppet master, which I think Madara really is. He denies, unleashing the nine-tailed fox, but I completely think that he's lying and that he's the one who set the nine tails against the Leaf Village. So I think he's fabulous, and we have the most amazing actor playing him, and I can't wait for you guys to hear him. It's very exciting.
Yes, you.
Oh, okay. In voice acting, do you ever get caught up in the script? Like, is there anything where your character on the screen is trying, and it's actually touching you so much that you're trying voice acting? Has there ever been?
For me, yeah, all the time. Like, yeah, I mean, also too, especially working on Naruto, the story is so good and the writing is so good that, like, you really do get caught up with it, and also the characters and stories are really rich and they have a lot of background, and I don't know, I know know Mary gets really emotional when she's directing.
Yeah. I'm a sap.
Also for me, when I'm in the booth, it's usually kind of the first time I'm seeing it, so it's very fresh. So it's very like seeing it for like if you were watching it for the first time.
Yeah. I think when Sasuke left the village, that scene between him and Sakura, I was really moved by it. And Kate would make fun of me. Play Sakura. Oh, Mary, you're such a sap. But it's beautiful and you're crying. And she goes, I know, but still. So yeah, all the time. All the time.
Next question. Yes, in the front.
Just curious, but what does a director do? When you see these credits,
No idea. Well, I mean, Stephanie's a director too. I mean, it's our job to make sure that even though we're getting the actors in one at a time, that everybody sounds like they're speaking to each other, even though they're not. Because if Stephanie comes in first to play Hinata, there's nobody for her to play off of. So it's sort of our job to make sure that the story arc is fluid. I mean, it's our job to put the pieces of the puzzle together and make it sound as if everyone was in the room actually doing it together as they do in Japan, you know? It's our job to tell the story as clearly as we can.
The director also usually has more context. So they will have, the actor really, we don't really get much information before we walk in to do what we need to do. And even then, we only see like our scenes. So the director has a chance to know where the story's going, who else has been recorded, how the other actors have said the lines, what's going to happen later, and so they get to kind of guide the actor in that way.
And support them if they're having a bad day.